What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Just a model here. I'm about to go to sleep right now, and I decided to read a little bit. It's not like I'm a big reader, but once in a while I like to have a good book by my side, and because I have found that while I read, I for me it's easily to fall asleep. So it's a great technique for if you have a problem to if you have some problems, if you face problems to fall asleep. Reading is good. And today I decided to go over and take a book that I read many years ago, about 2 years ago. And it's a book that, if you are into understanding yourself, into understanding um, your potential as a human being, this is a must-have. Um, this is a book I wish I had read many years ago, especially in my teen years, because it's not only a, let's say, personal development book or motivational book. The book is called Cybernetics, by the way, by Maxwell Maltz. It's not only a motivational book because it teaches you the science behind motivation. It teaches you why you should be positive. Okay, there are many books that tell you should be positive, but they don't really explain to you why from a scientific point of view, like this one does. Uh, And this book, Mr. Maltz explains concepts about the self-image, how your self-image was formed in your early years, and how you can improve it. You know, explains things like the personality. He goes and he explains how the late uh, Dr. Lecter Becky, I think that's the name, Prescott Lecky, one of the pioneers of the modern psychology, of the self-image psychology. He conceives the idea of the personality as a group of ideas that must be consistent with one another. Uh, and when a new idea comes in that is consistent with the system, it's rejected. Okay, it might sound a little uh, technical here, but it's a must have. It's a must. You gotta understand this stuff. Um, One of my favorite chapters, it's chapter 7. It explains, talks about happiness. Let me see. And I was about to start that chapter right now. And he explains how happiness is a state, it's a state of mind where we feel content a good share of the time. Where we have, excuse me, um, pleasant thoughts a good share of the time. So meaning you have pleasant thoughts most of the time, most of the times. You don't let negative thoughts, or yeah, you don't let negative thoughts take over your mood. Okay, and that's a pretty easy concept, you know, to go by and understand and really apply. Because let me tell you, I think that one of the best ways you can do is to start monitoring your thoughts. That's a very good way that personally I have done. Um, Anytime I feel disappointed or sad, or when I feel that things are not working out, I stop and think, well, I'm feeling bad right now, I'm feeling terrible, but wait a minute, why is causing me to feel like this? Because those thoughts, those negative thoughts are gonna make me feel negative or bad. So I check the thoughts and I say, this is what's making me feel like that. And I consciously try to stop the thought. It might not stop right away, but I try to replace it with different kind of thoughts. And that's a good technique that they share, that the author shares in here for you to learn and apply it. Um, he explains also the technique of shadow boxing, which is basically, I don't remember in which chapter, but it's basically whenever you're learning a new skill, like I don't know, public speaking or learning how to sell. When you're starting into these skills, he teaches you how you can do it, how you can train by yourself and go over your mind and really practice like a boxer does, shadow boxing like a boxer does by themselves. It's a good way to train yourself to improve any kind of skill you want to learn. Um, that's one thing also, and I mean there are many great chapters here uh, that I would like to talk about it. So it would take me more than, I don't know, 6 minutes right now. It would take me hours, I think. Like I said, I read it before. I'm reading again, and it's these kind of books are great to read more than once. If you want to get it, you can go to the link below. There is a link with direct access. You can get it, I think, for $10 or something like that. It's really inexpensive, but it's very rich in knowledge, so you should get it. So this is my book of the, I don't know, book of the night. As I said, I'm about to go to sleep, and I decided to make this video for you and share the knowledge that I have received, the source of the knowledge I have received. Okay. So what can I tell you? Take care, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. Oh, if you happen to read the book, if you happen to get the book and read it, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know your best or your favorite chapter in there and why. All right? Thank you. Have a good night.